Are we ready?
Yes.
Where is it? It is print. The first one, 1914.
Yeah.
As a web manager, I want to update readers' download forms for GDPR.
Yeah, so I haven't completed this one, but I will complete it this afternoon. So it's basically on the reader's site, when you try to download teacher resources or on the product page, when you're on a title, a form comes up. There's a small form and then a longer form. And both of those forms, because we are capturing personal data, we need to have a privacy notice link in them, and people we need to ask people whether they want to opt into marketing permissions. So I need to provide a mock-up. I'll probably do it in FormStack of what the forms need to look like, and then I guess you guys have got those forms. I think from a previous inquiry, I think those forms have been built by yourselves. So there's a piece of development work there to change them.
Okay, so
Is Balaji there?
yes.
Yes, you.
Oh, hi Balaji. Does that make sense?
Yes, you.
Yeah. So basically, it will be the same functionality pop up when people click on the download resource, and then the form itself will have the privacy notice link in it and a tick box.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So after the drop down, the first small I agree saying that after the box, then only the user will go to the or
Guys, I just wanted to ask. I know I've asked this question before, and you'll probably have to remind me of the answer. But I asked whether we could replace these forms with FormStack.
yes, you actually yes, we already analyzed those things, but this is not we can't able to achieve with using the form stack because both the functionality is completely different. Form stack is able to get the data, user data, and store it in a separate DB. But we can't able to set the cookies, and we can't able to make the additional functionalities in this form. For example, as per the current form, so first the small form will be coming. Once the user enter the email address, then it will check whether the email address is exist or not. If it is not exist, then the big form will be open. So this is the additional functionality. So those kind of additional functionality we can't directly with using the form stack, and we are facing another 2 or 3 problems in form stack. So the both the web Drupal web form and form stack is completely different, and this functionality we can't able to achieve with using the form stack. Or else we can create our own form or Wufoo form, any other forms, but form stack is not providing HTML data, separate HTML data like Wufoo, so we can't able to achieve it with form stacks.
Okay. So what I would like, so I can't completely understand that. So what I have to do is I make with the current system. I'll suggest the changes, adding the privacy notice, adding the tick box. and we'll do that as a temporary measure. But then ultimately, I have to move all of our forms to Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So all the FormStack forms on Pearson ELT and on the blog and on Readers eventually have to all be in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, because that's the central Pearson system that has been approved for GDPR. So I think the best route is to just do this temporary solution. We fix the privacy notice on, we fix the marketing permission on. I just need the database to have a way of, so at the moment, when we capture the email address, we don't add the people to any mailing list. It doesn't go through to MailChimp. We don't use those lists in any way, do we? No? But you know, when you have the database of email addresses that you showed me ages ago when I first joined, that list is not sent anywhere. It's just kept on our server. Is that right? The database behind the forms.
1 second, Sue.
We are not sending those emails into another server. So we are just managing all the things into our database only.
Yeah.
So we don't add any other additional functionality for those.
Okay. So the reason you keep the email addresses in the database is for potential marketing purposes, and so that you can remember the email address, so that you can set the cookie. Is that right?
Yes, you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I just have to know how it works in order to be able to answer questions around this thing GDPR. So would it be okay and enough if I just put a mock-up form in FormStack and give you a link to it so you see what it should look like, and then you copy that into your system?
Yes, we can directly get the content from the FormStack, and we'll just use the same content to our Readers form.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yes, can you estimate? So once the story is ready, probably by today your time it will be ready, right? So this
Yeah, so I'll do it today because I'm out tomorrow.
Okay, so we will estimate once you provide us the details.
Okay. Well, you kind of know what it is. It's the small form and the large form. Both of them will have a privacy notice link attached to it. So that's a copy change, and they'll have a tick box attached to it.
Okay.
It's all of the students that. Along with the testing, so we will have 1 point for this story.
Look.
Okay, moving on. 1915. Web manager, I want to update readers as well. It's 9.
Does that make sense? Do you want me to talk through it?
Yes, Steve. Please explain, sir. It's clear.
So I've changed the forms in FormStack for the blog and I've changed these forms in FormStack, and they are used on the blog and on the reader site, but you don't use them as an embed from FormStack. I think you do a hard-coded version or something. I've said hard copy there in the note, and I should say hard-coded. So I've given you the links to those forms so that you can update pages.
Okay, we will update the same thing for readers as well.
So explanation. I also send this both especially right? Practice migrated to
So now, Kalpana,
this.
next lot of stories are all PEP stories,
Okay.
and I've got spreadsheets of the structures for 1, 2, 3, 4. So for all the way down to 1937,
Okay.
I can add the spreadsheets of the structures in, and I also want to ask the product managers to provide the images. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4 I'd like to get into this sprint if possible, but you won't be able to estimate them until I've provided the structures so that you can see what's involved, unless you go and look at the ones on English.com. So I'll do that this afternoon. I'll do it first of all, so you'll get that.
Okay.
Okay, and then Expert IELTS one isn't ready, but I want to see if Richard can make it ready. But if not, that will stay out and go into the next sprint. And then the only other one I want to go in is the placeholder 1789 that Siobhan put in.
Yes. So this also for the sprints day?
Yeah.
Okay.
For expert Cambridge itself, we have not done assets yet.
Hello?
For expert Cambridge itself, we have left with Pearson ELT assets. We are yet to implement it.
Oh yes.
Last time
Oh yes, that's true. Good to remember it. Yes, good to remember that. So you need to clone the Expert Cambridge one, and then complete the teacher resources.
Right.
yes. And we will go through the source URLs which is given in the spreadsheet. We have exploring the URLs and we are searching. We are counting how many assets are there. And for the first two links, the first link has 41. First link has 42 assets for coursebook, and the second link has totally 428 assets, and the third link has 41 assets. So we are having so much assets. Totally 911 assets in first three links of PSB.
Sorry, it's really hard to hear you. Actually,
Okay.
You were saying how many assets they have?
We are exploring the number of assets in Pearson ELT source. So on the first link, it has 42 assets, and the second one, the highlighted one now, it has totally 428 assets.
428.
Yes, you. It has three separate folders inside the link: advanced, first, and proficiency. Each one has 131, 162, and 135, which is totally 428 assets.
Wow.
And the third one has 441 assets, which is also has 3 levels inside it.
So totally we have 911 assets.
Yes.
900 assets for one product.
900.
900.
911 assets.
Around 1,000.
Hmm.
Wow.
That for the first 3 links, we did not explore this one yet, and we are yet to explore the last 2 links yet.
Wow. That's amazing.
I think is Cambridge itself.
Can you finish exploring the others and then come back to me by email with the numbers, please?
Yes.
And divide them out into audio and PDF and video, if it's appropriate. It doesn't look like there are any videos there.
Yes, most of it are audios, and the highlighted one has PDFs, I guess.
Yeah. If you could do that, that'd be great, because then I'll share that with Dean and Richard and make sure that they understand the size of that.
Okay. So once we get the numbers, maybe we can commit the number of issues into the story, I guess. Is that fine, you?
Yeah, that's fine. This is it seems to me that every single product is different.
Yes.
So we can't make a judgment without looking at it individually and how long it's going to take.
Oh, you. Yes.
And yeah, I think, yeah, don't worry about that. So I think perhaps when I've provided if you could look at cutting edge, gold, expert PTE, and English firsthand.
Okay.
In English.com, and see if you can see how many assets there are. Is there a quick way of doing that through the English.com servers?
Just a second, sir. This one? Oh, okay.
So this is the whole product view. It has 6 levels inside it. There is a most way to count the assets. We have to check it.
So you have to come a bit closer.
It has 12 units. Like that, we have 6 folders inside it.
We have 14. So we will count all the asset files for these stories as well as you.
That would be great.
Source and get back to you.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks, and I'll pop over the I'll complete the stories with the spreadsheet for each one.
Okay, so
that's the whole sprint from my point of view. It's the 2 stories on GDPR we've spoken about, and fitting in as much pep as possible, and then that one update from Siobhan.
Okay.
That's the whole sprint.
Okay, so I think apart from this, we will have the migration stories for the corresponding products as well. That would be so. So that will be all for the sprint, right? Sir?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Okay, then. So we will come back in an email for the
Okay.
acceptance.
Okay, thanks. I'll complete the other stuff.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Kalpana, I'm aware you've asked me for an updated roadmap. I've got
Okay.
an enormous amount on at the moment, and it's hard with Siobhan away and my other projects to fit that in. But I'm happy to talk to somebody over email if they've got concerns over what's coming up.
Okay. The UAT management, design, and Veena. So they asked me for the roadmap. So I have shared the roadmap that you gave me last year,
Yep.
in the last quarter of last year. So,
Mhm.
and I told her like we will get an updated version as well and share it with you.
Okay. So Wiren's asked me for the same, and I've just said to him, I've just got too many things at the moment to get to it.
Okay.
But I can get to it. But if they've got any concerns, if there's any deadlines around this, then let me know. But if they can just wait a bit,
Yeah,
I'll do.
it should be okay. So, anytime when you are free, probably by next week or so, it should be fine as
Okay. Well, it's going to be a couple of weeks, I think.
well. Okay. Okay, see. I'll
All
inform.
right. So yeah. Essentially, there's going to be PEP migration work this year. The reader's website is not going to move anywhere fast because there isn't any functionality available in PMC to move it. So it continues to be a requirement to be managed by you guys. And I'm happy about the way that that's working out. The same sort of thing with the blog. PearsonELT.com will change domain to pearson.com/English. And we'll use English.com as the vanity URL. And ultimately, I want to decommission the current English.com website, which is why I would like the student resources to come off. And that's really the picture. I think
Okay.
there will be development work for readers because a new catalogue structure is coming through, categorization structure, and I think that's due in a couple of months.
Okay.
So there will be sort of structural work on the reader site, information architecture work on the reader site, and the blog will continue to be developed because it's a core part of our content marketing. It's kind of our engagement piece and our lead generation.
Okay.
So that's the sort of a just to give you sort of all of you a little bit of a picture of what's happening. And then there's a lot of there are a lot of other sort of digital platform projects going on, and I'm aware that you guys are a really good resource, and you know, it's possible that there might be other things that come our way. That's all I would say. Nothing's clear at the moment.
Thanks for the information. Looks like we have got a lot of steps here.
You're kind of slightly in the know at least.
Sorry, Sue?
I just wanted to keep you in the know, really, just to know what's going on. I mean, I think there was more of a picture a few months ago where everything was being wound down, but
Right.
that really is on hold now because of the lack of functionality in PMC.
Okay.
And until that moves forward, then you know we're carrying on.
Okay, Sue. Any comments?
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So we are happy to know we have a lot of steps.
Yeah. So, and I think I've spoken to Raman and Wiran as well, and I basically made sure that Raman knew that we've got no other options for readers, and we still want you guys to look after it, and we still have a vibrant website that's useful to the business and is needed. In fact, is essential, and the blog is essential as well. And he said, and I said, well, I can see that we won't be getting rid of these by the end of 2018. They'll need support into 2019. And he basically came back through Weiran to say, yes, that's absolutely fine.
Okay. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are.
Okay, see.
I appreciate all your help and your skills as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Sue. Bye. Thank you, team.
Bye. See you.
Bye.